Hey, welcome back, Gary Brown Fortune on. Got a little different video. This is just something I was watching. Other YouTube channels, and there's a whole fundraiser movement going on right now. And of course, these are all the huge creators and influencers out there that are really driving this. The Mr. Beast, I think he's got over 78 million subscribers, and Mark Rober, which he's got millions upon millions of subscribers. So the two of them are working together, and a whole bunch of other people, all these millions of subscriber people. And I know I'm pretty small time, but I really feel, passionate about this cause that they're doing. It's called Team Seas, hashtag Team Seas. I'll be linking stuff here. But like I said, Mark Rober and Mr. Beast, Jimmy from Mr. Beast, are a couple of the main ones doing it. And they did a Team Trees apparently a few years ago, which I didn't even know about. And then where they raised $20 million, which planted 20 million trees, or over 20 million. And they're trying to raise $30 million to remove 30 million pounds of trash from the oceans and the waterways. And I guess basically $1 a pound to remove them. And there's a lot of like YouTube and corporations and stuff that are matching, and there's some videos which I'll link in the description that they put out, which are really good and informative, and they've got some cool technology, some robot boats that skim the water. Doesn't get everything. And they said that basically 1% of the major rivers pollute almost all the plastics and trash into the ocean. And everybody knows that there's so much trash and plastic out in the oceans. It's ridiculous. There's like this island that's of just nothing but trash out there that's floating around that's like twice the size of Texas or something. What kind of inspires me about this is, one is I hate littering. I hate litterers. I hate littering. Probably a lot of that stems from being in the Boy Scouts when I was young, and a lot of projects we did, especially for Eagle Scouts, was to go through and pick trash up, especially like cigarette butts and stuff, because they're so small. But we used to have to walk along. I don't know how many miles of roads I've walked along picking trash up. So I really dislike littering, and also I did most of my growing up in Tampa, Florida, and so from like 8 years old to 28 before I moved to Tennessee, and then and down there, everything was water sports, so we were always out in the water doing stuff: fishing, boating, water skiing, swimming, canoeing, rafting, you just name it, we did it. And also did scuba diving. And I always remember, and this has been probably 40 years ago, I was scuba diving, and we took a trip. A bunch of us went on a scuba trip down to Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, and Fly wants to get in the video. Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, and we were scuba diving and seeing all these really nice reefs and stuff. It was this gorgeous under there. And we were just traveling along, looking at all these reefs, and I still remember to this day looking at all these beautiful reefs and fish. And here's a Doritos bag stuck to one of the coral reefs. And that was just, one bag. Of course, there was a ton of I've seen lots of other trash down there, bottles and cans. And, once it goes below the surface of the ocean, it's out of sight, out of mind. People don't care. But all the pollutants that we just let wash out into the ocean is just crazy. And the plastic bottles and the plastic stuff, I don't even buy plastic bottles, because I didn't grow up in that era of plastic bottles. I know I'm older. Everybody I see people buying just tons of bottled water because they don't want to drink the chlorinated water. And I don't like chlorinated water either. My family, we lived in a different house where we built this one, and it didn't have the best water. So we just, and my in-laws had a well, so we would just get well water. And so I got really used to not drinking chlorinated water, even though I grew up drinking it. And so I don't like the taste of it. And I want to drink clean water too. And I just went out to Lowe's and I bought back 13, 14 years ago when we built this house, we put it in the kitchen sink, has that hole for the sprayer, which we never use a sprayer. Maybe you do, we don't. And so we just bought a kitchen sink faucet that didn't have a sprayer attached to it. And instead, I bought it under the sink mounted. It's a double filtered trash carbon combination thing from Lowe's. Back then, it was maybe 90 or $100. And I put it under the sink. And then, you change the filter out like every 6 months or a year or something. I mean, it lasts forever. And I just have all the completely filtered water, no chlorine, no trash, no anything. It's probably cleaner than all the bottled waters. And when we go to travel, we have just bottles that we fill up and we take them with us. And so I never buy bottled water. And so I don't like all that plastic. I don't like all that stuff because I know where it ends up. And so, if you don't like the water, just get a water filter system. I mean, in the long run, they're way cheaper than buying tons of bottled water. But anyway, I'll get off my rant there. But anyway, I'm trying to help support this hashtag Team Seas, and I want to put out the message to help other people. I'm going to donate to it, and none of this for me, none of it like that, and all the money goes straight to the charity to help clean up. And like I said, watch the videos and just do hashtag Team Seas. I'll have that on here too, and you'll see all the people that are supporting this, and it's through the end of the year. So if you can help and give some, for every dollar you give, that's a pound of trash removed out of the ocean, and it will help. Everything will help. And they're trying to work up ways to eliminate and stop, and skim off and stop the trash coming in from these 1%. And a lot of it's from third world countries that don't have any kind of infrastructure to haul off the trash. And they just, if you watch the videos, you'll see they have no place to go, so they just dump it in ditches, and then the ditches just wash it out into the river, and the river just washes out into the ocean, and then you have just tons of trash out in the ocean. So, and they say that 100% of baby sea turtles have plastic in their digestive system, and so that's just uncalled for. I mean, we should be more responsible than that. So anyway, I hope you all can get a chance to help, and maybe if you're a creator, you can do you a message and pass this on, and we'll just try to get it to everybody we can, try to get as many people as we can to help stop the littering, stop the dirtying up the oceans, and maybe we can reverse this a little bit or slow it down a lot. That would be great. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day, and I hope we'll see you around and can all work together on this. Bye-bye now.